All right, y'all, good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today, y'all, I got something planned that'll be so fun, and it is an at-home reading retreat. And I have been looking forward to this for a while now, and I thought the perfect thing. Fall is coming close to an end. Everybody is thinking about Christmas. No one's really giving a crap about Thanksgiving. And I just thought, you know what? Let's just close out the fall season and just by having a cozy at-home reading retreat where we just spend all day reading our favorite books and eating our favorite snacks in the comfort of our home, and even journaling our thoughts about the books, just reading our favorite books. Or you haven't really read much of your fall reading list like I have. I've been struggling to get through it, y'all. Today will be the perfect day to do it. Just pull up your fall reading list and just pick out the books that you want to spend today reading. So before we get into our at-home reading retreat, there are some books that I want to read. But anyway, the first book on the list is Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. It was part of my fall reading list and I did not finish it at all. And I stepped away from it for a while. And I think I left off at chapter 12. It's a teenage book. And she works for her mom's local cafe shop, and they're like a popular shop in the town, and it's a touristy town. A lot of people come over to this town during fall season, and all of a sudden one day across the street another cafe shop opens, but it's like a big franchise cafe, and she is worried that the competition is going to take them out of business because that for some reason their store does not sell pumpkin spice latte, but the franchise does. That everybody wants pumpkin spice latte during fall, but she hates it, which makes it even crazy because she works in a cafe store. But she hates pumpkin spice latte. I do want to read more of a serious book, a psychological thriller called The Boyfriend. And I saw another YouTuber reading it and she made it sound so good and interesting. I gotta read it. So basically, for what I gathered, what The Boyfriend is about is this follows this girl named Sydney, and she has a boyfriend named Tom, and there's a series of murders that happen and she suspects him. And it's kind of crazy to her because he's like the perfect guy, the perfect boyfriend. Why would he just, it's hard to believe that he may be a killer. So it sounds pretty interesting to me. I want to give it a read. I just feel like when it's like November, it gets dark now early and it's super cold outside right now. I just feel like psychological thrillers are perfect for the late fall and winter season. Anyway, with that being said, I want to stop yapping right now and I am going to go ahead and make some yummy breakfast. I just realized and I forgot that Abby Emma's, one of my favorite author YouTubers, is having a live stream on her channel, and I forgot that it is this morning around 10, and I think it's about a little bit around 2 hours from now. And I don't know, I really was excited to do this. Maybe would it be considered at-home reading retreat if I added some writing in it? I don't know, maybe I might just come back to her video later, who knows. The final result, the French toast. I know it's not the bread you usually use for French toast, but it's literally all I had, and I made the other day, y'all, and let me tell you, it was so good. I got the recipe from Pinterest. I'll link it below if I find that recipe. But anyway, I messed up on one of them. I left it soaking in there too long because I got distracted with the other one, and I just forgot about it because you want to just dip it really quick and pull it out. And if you don't, it's going to taste like super eggy. It's going to taste like egg bread instead of French toast. And you can tell that it's got too much egg in the second one, but the first one, it was perfect. It looks so yummy, and I've been eating these for several days now, and I've been obsessed with it. And I also prepped some strawberries and bananas. I need my fruit intake for the morning, and I was going to make some coffee, but I want to drink water first. I haven't had water this morning at all, and I try to have at least 1 cup of water before I have a cup of coffee. So with that being said, y'all, we got our breakfast made. We're going to go in the living room and just set a time for 30 minutes. That'll be our first reading sprint of the morning. guys, I just finished reading part of this book, and instead of doing a 30-minute timer, I did a 45-minute timer just to include some time for me to eat my breakfast, which did make me read a little bit slower. But anyway, I started at page 26 and I ended at page 156, so I feel like it was a pretty good amount of reading I got in. But I'm gonna stop it right here because, like I said earlier, Abby Emmons is doing her writing live stream right now, which I really want to join today. I totally forgot that it was happening today when I scheduled today to film this video. So I don't know if this is considered part of her reading retreat or that takes away from it, but maybe during the writing sprint with Abby Emmons live stream, I could even finish reading the second draft of my novel. And I said in last video I was gonna try to finish it up, but I've been a little bit slow. But anyway, y'all, this book is very cute. A little bit of enemies to lovers vibe. I don't know how to explain without giving away too much information in the book, but right now they're trying to form a partnership or get along better because she hates him and his family because they literally put big franchise chain coffee shop across the street for her mom's local coffee shop. Anyway, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and just get ready for the writing session. I think she's starting right now. It's after 10 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get started. So time's flying by so fast, y'all. It's already after 12 o'clock. So what I did this morning, let's do a recap update. I read Pumpkin Spice Everything Nice for about 45 minutes with my breakfast. And then I made some coffee and I watched Abby Emmons, and I was reading over my debut novel, second draft, and I keep forgetting to recap. Thinking in my mind, everybody watches all my videos and nobody is new. So basically, it's a journey on this channel, trying to fall back in love with reading and trying to publish my first ever novel. I feel like I got a lot of reading in. I read about 20 pages with the first book I read this morning, and I almost finished reading my entire novel's second draft, which was really productive. So right now we're going to take a lunch break, and while I wait for my food to cook, I am going to continue reading Pumpkin Spice Everything Nice. I think I'm going to save the boyfriend book for maybe this evening because it's like a psychological thriller. I feel like it hits different at night. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. Y'all let me know in the comments below, what books are you reading right now? What books do you want to finish the fall season with? And also suggest books that I can read coming up this Christmas. I plan on making a video sometime very soon of all the books that I want to read this Christmas season. So y'all let me know in the comments. And with that being said, let's move on to the rest of the vlog. She's like, I am ready for lunch. I want lunch right now. Give it to me. So pets are fed, food is warming up in the oven right now. So I am going to use this time just to read a few pages of Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. And then I'm just going to take a break away from reading and maybe watch a little bit of a Netflix drama. I know that's weird during a reading retreat, I'm watching TV, but I just been craving a TV show right now. But I won't watch a show because it goes against the reading retreat, but at the same time I want to watch TV because it's a habit. When I eat, I like to watch a show or maybe a good vlog on YouTube. And I know I'm supposed to be reading more, but sometimes it's just so hard. Sometimes I want to scroll social media, I want to binge watch a Netflix show, and it just, I'm not perfect, it's just being human. I don't think it makes you less of a reader if you don't read all the time 24/7. You're still a reader. You pick up a book and you read, you're still a reader. You listen to an audiobook while you drive, still a reader. There's no right way to be a reader in my opinion. So anyway, I don't know what this rant was about. But anyway, I'm just going to go do some reading while this food heats up in the oven. here we have our lunch, just simple chicken breast spinach tomato sandwich is going to be the lunch for today. And my obsession, these Dots pretzels. Y'all, it's already at the bottom and we literally just got it, what, 2 days ago? But it's already down here. Honestly, I don't think they put enough Dots in here, at least in my opinion. I don't know what they put in this stuff, but I'm obsessed with this. That's going to be with my lunch for today. And I had to say, when I was outside, it wasn't as cold as it was the other day, because the other day, y'all, it was freezing. The wind was blowing really hard. The county over, a few counties over next to us got snow, and we're like, what the heck, they got snow? The temperatures dropped, especially the other morning, to 20 something degrees. It was getting really cold, so today was kind of surprising. It's like Georgia can't make up its mind. It wants to be winter, fall, or summer. Sometimes it's just bipolar. Coffee of the day, brown sugar iced latte is my go-to, and I'm definitely going to drink this when I do another reading session for the afternoon. So is it just me, or Lucy's character is just a little bit annoying? Like, this guy is trying to help her and she's just so paranoid and worried that he's going to take over the business, like make her mom go out of business with her shop. I don't know. I'm trying to give an interpretation of what I'm reading so far, and I feel like I'm just sucking at this right now. I'm trying to see. Okay, y'all, I really hope my microphone sounds good, because when I was coming over here to film, like, it literally just dropped on my hand and it just bounced on the floor several times. So I'm like, please, God, let this microphone be clear and just have literally no static. But anyway, it's later in the night and I am ready to read the second book. Y'all, I spent all day reading Everything Between Pumpkin and Spice. I think I'm saying that right. But I spent most of the day reading it, and I got to chapter 21 of the book, and I was really happy I got so far, and I'm getting so close to the end of the book. And tomorrow morning I am definitely going to read more of this book. I'm going to try to finish it, because honestly, I'm going to be so real, it's embarrassing how long it took me to read this book, because I don't know if y'all following along my journey of trying to become a reader, but as you can see, the results are not doing well for me. I feel like I am reading, but it's just very slow. Maybe 30 minutes a day ain't enough, but I had to admit too, sometimes social media, doom scrolling, and binge watching Netflix has gotten in the way, and it's hard for me to just stay focused on reading. But I'm trying to be disciplined, and I'm trying to make this day just end on a good note. And with that being said, this is nighttime and it's getting darker, colder, and I was like, this is the perfect time to read the next book, which is my psychological thriller, The Boyfriend. Hopefully y'all can see that. And I just heard really good things about it. It's #1 New York Times bestseller, and I heard other YouTubers, booktubers talking about it, and they say it's a pretty good read. I hope everybody said that this book was good. It's telling the truth. I really don't want to spend money on the book, and it sucks. That's why I read the sample first before I even purchase it. I'm the type of person, let me read the sample first to see if it's worth me keep reading this book, or I DNF it. But I got a feeling it's going to be a good read. I don't know why. I just got a feeling it's going to be a good read. But anyway, after I'm done with reading the books, I do want to put it in my reading book journal. I do want to journal my books more, like reviews, my thoughts and opinions on it, like would I recommend this book to other people, and maybe collect some fan art from Pinterest. You know, fan art from Pinterest or mood boards that are inspired by the story. And so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make a Notion template to keep up with my book reads, like my own little personal library where I can just journal my thoughts, keep up with all my books, and just have like a digital bookshelf. And that's why I made my Notion template. And y'all, I'm just so excited to say this, but the Notion template, y'all could have it as well. And y'all can check out the link listed below. Like, I'm so excited to say that, y'all. I always want to share with you guys or anyone Notion templates. At first, Notion was like hard and tricky for me to figure out. And I stopped using Notion for a while until I came back again and started using Notion. And I tried to make this template super easy and beginner friendly because a lot of people complain about Notion is too complicated for them, which I totally get. So that's why I made the template the way it is now. Super simple. Anyone can use it. Even if you never used Notion before, you can use the template. So check it out below. I promise you all, you're going to love it. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, I got my snack. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this popcorn. I told you I was obsessed with those dot pretzels, but I'm just as obsessed with this. And when you get the really tiny bag, it feels like there's hardly anything in here. I swear they took a handful of popcorn, put it in a bag, and called it. And so what I got is a big old jumbo bag, and you get like 6 individuals of these. I don't know what it is. My sister agrees too. But when you get it in a smaller bag, it tastes like it has more sweet and salty seasoning on it than versus when you get it in a big bag. Because when you get the big bag, it just tastes like plain popcorn with no seasoning. So I got me my little snack, and I got me these sodas. Like, I have started to fall in love with these. I don't know how far I'm getting the sample. We're just going to read until my heart is content. So with that being said, get cozy and enjoy the rest of the night. Let me just say this. So we are barely just in the book, and I already know Tom obviously is a weirdo. Tom is like, so I don't know how to describe, but he went from saying how he was in love with this girl, he hopes to have spend time with her, and maybe she kisses him, hold his hand, sweet romantic stuff, and how it go from 0 to 100 for this man literally saying, I'm terrified that the moment I get her alone, I will wrap my fingers around her pretty white neck and squeeze the life out of her. What the heck? Because in one moment he's talking about, oh, I just hope I get to kiss her, hold her hand. And then he's worried about taking the life out of her. And I'm like, who thinks about stuff like that? I wonder if this book is going to be in his point of view, the book You, like it was in Joe's point of view, the antagonist, or is it just going to be in the girlfriend Sydney's, or is it going to be a back and forth thing? I don't know. I wouldn't mind if it's a back and forth thing. It'd be interesting. Sometimes it's interesting when you see the point of view in the villain or the antagonist side, because you get to see how messed up their thinking is. In their eyes, they're right, and they don't see the flaws that they have. But obviously, people on the outside are like, okay, yeah. It's the next day, and let me just give you my honest thoughts and updates on where I was at with my reading. So yesterday I was reading The Boyfriend, and I got up to a few pages in the 4th chapter, and I stopped right there because I'm gonna be real, y'all, I'm lazy and I got a little distracted with watching TV, and it got late, so I just ended it right there. But I feel like it's a really good reading session. So it's in Sydney's point of view in the present time, and then when it gets to Tom's point of view, it's like a flashback of him. And Tom is a weird dude. We obviously can get the idea that he's weird in the story. I'm trying not to say too much to spoil it for y'all, but you know how when a guy or sees a girl and they're like, oh, she's got beautiful eyes, maybe she has beautiful hair, beautiful, a nice laugh, a smile, great personality. But Tom is different. Tom is like, you know what, she's got a great neck. Like, he literally thinks this, y'all. He said, she got a great neck, and I wonder how fast like her heart beats. You know, it's like the stuff people don't think about when they got a crush on someone. So I'm like, Tom, what? I don't want to say too much, but the question is, will I buy this book? I'm going to read the rest of the sample, see if it's worth buying, and I'm going to try to finish that up this weekend. And from there, I'm going to see if I like the book, if it's worth the purchase or not. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to finish reading that. And I realized I got to do better on my reading goals because I feel like I've been slacking a little bit, y'all. Like, my journey is to be more of a reader, because how can I be a writer and I don't read enough. And also, it's not healthy to be on your phone all day and watch Netflix. There's nothing wrong with binge watching a good show and being on social media here and there. But I feel like I spend too much time on it and I need to pick up a book and just read. But I am going to be using my Notion journal to like write my thoughts and keep up with all my reads, especially with the Christmas season coming up. And if y'all want to have a cute little Notion template like that, check out the link in the description below. But anyway, y'all, I really enjoy doing this at home reading retreat. Even though it was just for one day, I still enjoyed it. It was like a farewell to fall. And I know y'all think I'm crazy. Fall is they're still around. And technically the last day of fall is not until December. I get that. But let's be honest. Everybody stops thinking about fall as soon as November 1st gets here. It's like everybody gets amnesia and forgets fall. Like pumpkin spice who? Like it just forgets the pumpkin spice, forgets the fall leaves. Everybody just goes straight to Christmas. And me, I like to have a little bit of fall a little bit longer. I don't like to jump straight into Christmas as soon as Halloween is over. Let me just process it, take it in that we just done with Halloween. I don't want to just start turning on the Christmas carols yet. So yeah, this might be my last fall video of 2025 until next year. So I'm really looking forward to making Christmas videos. I definitely want to do one for Christmas. Like imagine the Christmas vibe, you got Christmas music playing, you're in your pajamas, and you got a cozy Christmas latte or you got some hot cocoa in your favorite Christmas treat, and you spend the entire day reading. I wish that I can like a cozy cabin, like a snowy area, like a forest, but I don't live in an area that has that because I'm in Georgia. It doesn't really snow a lot where I'm at. But anyway, I'm going to end the video right here. I don't want to yap. If you love videos like this, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions. And even if you want me to do other video ideas, please let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. And if you love videos like this, y'all, like subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.